Okay, so it's another episode of the POS review, and today we're reviewing the European Volvo 740. This is before Volvo was bought by Ford. This car was made in Belgium. It's a 1991 Volvo 740. It's pretty decent interior in it. Got a leather steering wheel, cloth bucket seats. It's a little dirty right now. I got to clean it out. I can get inside and start it up. It's been running for a little bit, so it's not really a cold start. It's got a AM/FM take deck on it. Doesn't run too bad. It's got heated seats. Ashtray. It's not a bad car. Let's take a look under the hood. It's got 202,571 miles. That is possible because it's got a rebuilt transmission in it. It's got the tach. Doesn't have a lot of power. It's only a 4-cylinder. And it's got a clock. Why you would put a clock in the instrument cluster, I don't know. But it's got a clock. I guess so when you're driving, you don't have to look off to the side at your watch or your cell phone. The idea to have a clock in the instrument cluster is odd to me. And it's it's also got a manual sunroof. Well, here's the engine. It's a slanted, I don't know if it's a 15-degree slant or what have you, but it's a slanted 4-cylinder. It's a pretty decent sized 4-cylinder. It's rear wheel drive, which I actually like rear wheel drive cars better. They don't have better handling, but they can turn sharper and they last longer. Yeah, it's 1991. For 202,000 miles, it's held up pretty well. Looks like it's pretty simple for a tune-up, and got a pretty big ABS controller here. I can't believe how they did that though. They took the master cylinder, which is here. This is the master cylinder, and usually on American made cars, they put the brake controller like right next to the master cylinder. But instead what they've done on this Volvo is they took the lines, they ran them all the way over to the engine, and they put them over there. That's different. I never seen that before. See, here's the master cylinder, and then the lines run all the way up into there. They run all the way over and to the brake controller. Hate to replace the line there. These also came in turbo. They also had turbos on them, but this one doesn't have one. It's got a new radiator also. Another pro thing I like about this car is if you look where everything is oriented, there's a lot of room to move around in, and it doesn't look very hard to work on. I'm not sure if this is full framed or not, but it looks fairly simple to work on. Timing chain was done at 138,000. Looks like it's got a lot of new parts on it. Power steering fluid's full. Anyway, I'm going to start it up with the hood up so you can see how it runs. Okay. Sounds like a European car, because European cars have different starting sounds. What it sounds like to me, it sounds like a diesel. I hope it's not, because I've been putting gas in. Anyway, let's see here. Let me figure this out real quick. There we go. Boom, boom. Big 4-cylinder, huh? Got a cooling fan, which I like. That means it runs constant. The electric cooling fans, I really don't like them, because they kick on and off. You don't know if they're working or not sometimes. It's got a valve cover leak. See this oil right here? See this right here? This oil right here? That's from the valve cover gasket. It's pretty simple to replace. Take her for a ride, shall we? All in all, I like this car actually. At first, when I first bought it, I actually thought the gas gauge was broken, because I'm used to driving a big V8. And turns out it just gets really good gas mileage. It's got power windows. They work too. Alright. It's a good thing we got our clock there so we can tell what time it is. Ride's pretty smooth too. Pretty tight steering. Not a lot of slop or play in it. Speedometer goes up to 140. Think it'll do 140? I don't know. One thing I notice about European cars and Japanese cars in the older models opposed to American models is if you look at their interior layout, they never have cup holders. I don't think you can really build an American-made car without a cup holder or a big ashtray. But if you notice on European cars, they really don't have any cup holders. But they have a clock. Drives, it really doesn't have any power. Then again, it's a 4-cylinder and that's good. I don't really need a lot of power. My last 2 cars were 4.6 V8s and I'm tired of buying gas. Another thing I don't really like about this car is that it doesn't have an adjustable steering wheel. So you're kind of stuck with what you get. I get kind of granted because I like the steering wheel a little up, probably because I'm so fat. But still, I would rather have the adjustable steering wheel. I like it going up and down. I like to adjust my steering wheel. But it does have a clock. I don't know about you. Maybe you could leave a comment in the comment section of this video. But doesn't this car sound like a diesel? Just listen to it. I'm not sure if you can hear that engine sound. Doesn't that sound like a diesel? I don't know. Maybe it's just me. Leave a comment. Tell me what you think.